Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Anyways, I took a little hiatus, how it be. Niggas gotta get they mind right. But anyway, enough talking. Let's get straight into the video. Today we have 6ix9ine just ruined Steph Curry in one move. Video by O'Shea Duke Jackson. Let's get straight into it, y'all. Let's go.
The relationship between Ayesha Curry and Steph Curry is definitely polarizing, but it wasn't always like that. At first, Ayesha Curry was the kind of pick-me wife, staying at home, never wearing revealing clothes, and doing whatever she could to show Steph some respect. But ultimately, that did change. And it changed dramatically. We started to see Ayesha Curry go from being a big time supporter of Steph to resenting him in real time. In statement,
Y'all think this whole debacle started like y'all remember I don't know if they won that year or if they lost. I think they most likely lost from what I'm about to say. But y'all remember when Ayesha Curry was like the NBA was rigged like a couple years back and like Curry had to step in and stuff like that? Y'all think like everything stems from that or like that's where like everything just started going downhill? Just a thought. But let's get back into it.
it's like this or red flags.
Something that really bothers me and honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that there are all these women throwing themselves, but me the past 10 years I don't have any of that. I have zero, this sounds weird, but male attention.
So here you have a woman complaining that she doesn't get attention from other men.
I know. Damn, this nigga done paused it twice already. But anyways, this doesn't sound weird to y'all. Just imagine if Curry came out and said this same exact statement she said. Like, oh, I thought the one and only attention that matters is supposed to be Steph Curry. Like, it almost seems as if like there's some sort of jealousy in her, or I don't know how to explain it. Because why would you be jealous of your husband? But hey, we never know what's going on behind closed doors.
She wants it. And then Kevin Samuels had to get on her.
She married a guy that she thinks she's better than. And honestly, she's jealous of him. She's jealous because
what I just say,
home, pumped out 3 kids, and
I haven't even watched this video yet. It's the whole point of reacting. Because, I think some people be watching videos there. Anyways, I'm off topic. But he just stated the same thing I just said. Like, it comes off as some sort of jealousy. Like, he's a basketball player. Of course he's going to get all this attention. You're supposed to be the wife, the person I ain't going to say in the cut, but in the background supporting and nurturing the kids and all that. Like, you don't need no attention from no guy. Like, what?
he's on TV every day. He's getting all the fame. He's getting all the red carpet treatment. He's getting all this. And only time she gets attention is attention that he deflects to her. We wouldn't know about Ayesha Curry if it wasn't for Steph. He tries to put her in the spotlight. He tries to put her front and center. And guess what? If she had what it takes, she'd already be there. And that's what's not being told.
Woo! Now, Kevin always had the gift of bringing things out to the open that some of us wouldn't have thought about. And he says it very clearly. If she was really that chick, she would already be on, but she's not. And you're upset that you're not on. And then even now, as you've seen in the past with some of her interviews, she's talking about how she regrets being, a wife, a mother. She had other things that she wanted to do. And, well,
it's healthy. It's healthy to.
What are you trying to say, Ayesha? Did Steph Curry interfere with your career and goals and stuff? Like, you have the type of lifestyle people can only imagine of, like, think about. Like, you're in a set position, and for you not to take that for granted is insane to me. Hey, but that's just my take.
front of a bunch of strangers in a public setting to talk about how your husband just kind of doesn't get it and how it's much harder for you to not have
I'm gonna cut back on the pause and let the video play, man.
Literally only that, dreams. Like there was nothing in your reality that looked like you were about to be on the trajectory of becoming a C-suite executive.
Woo! Yeah,
Yikes.
This is the problem with Aisha Curry. She's acting as if she was going to be like this big time celebrity if she had not met Steph Curry. That's the issue. But hindsight is 2020, so it's easy to say that you would have done X, Y, and Z simply because you are rich. But really, if I wouldn't have went to Grant High School, I would have became the #1 point guard in the city of Sacramento.
Stop the cap.
But again, these things with Aisha Curry kept coming about, and almost, it seems like almost every few months she goes on to some podcast and she's really, really disrespecting Steph Curry. And to Steph Curry's point, he's nothing like Aisha Curry. He's very respectful. He never talks about her in a, devastating way or in a pejorative way, despite.
My bad, y'all. I'm so impatient. I'm trying to see where does 6ix9ine come into play in all this. Like, where does he interfere with all this madness going on? But let's keep watching.
The fact that she does this, and this is what has caused so many women to question.
Man, fuck it. Don't care. You don't like the pauses? Hey, there's plenty more reaction channels. Go to Cash Nasty, Young Don, or some shit. Anyways, I remember watching a video and wasn't Aisha Curry out with Drake or some shit like that? Like they was in another country with her friends and shit like that. Yeah. Somebody in the comments or somewhere, I don't know, wherever you see this video, like comment below, like if you remember that. Like I remember seeing something. Whereas she was with Drake and like Curry was nowhere near around. How are you with the lover boy? And your husband's not around? You out here taking a girls trip with your friends and stuff? I'm just blabbing. Let's get back into the video.
But at this point, you're embarrassing him because it's like every interview you want to let it be known you're not happy. Then let somebody else marry him. Let somebody else live the lavish lifestyle. Let somebody else make him happy. What you thought was gonna happen marrying a basketball player? You thought he was gonna be home every single day? No, bro. That's what comes with the game. I would be meal prepping for that man, doing everything he gotta do. You on interviews talking about how, in other words, you're.
Is she submitting a resume for Curry right now? And shorty look decent. Hey, I'm a single man. I can say this. She look good though, but is she submitting a resume for Curry right now? Trying to take Aisha's spot?
Miserable. You act like you want to go cheat.
Now, this lady is interesting because she's saying something that a lot of these things. Why don't you just leave the guy, let somebody else marry him, and take care of him? I mean, that's just what you should do, because every time you're talking about this guy, you are insinuating the worst. And it also seems like you're a lady who wants to cheat. Now, again, guys, people have been speculating this for a long time on the internet. Like Aisha Curry is, showing her body off. She's losing all this weight.
Damn.
She's hanging out.
I did not know that.
Herself in Toronto. Like
I just said that. Toronto. It was Toronto. Yeah. Hanging out by herself in Toronto, and I believe Drake was there. Insane. Married woman, by the way.
Clearly, this lady feels that she's lost out, so she wants to experience certain things. And I believe that because
she's a bored housewife.
A husband like Steph Curry,
with millions of dollars.
That she was to cheat. She's probably betting on the fact that, okay, well, he's not going to leave me if I do cheat. It doesn't matter.
That's crazy to think that.
But again, the signs are there. If a woman is talking about this sort of stuff kind of out in the open, and especially if you are a high value man, you are a man that makes a lot of money. And again, Kevin Samuels was saying the same thing deeper into that video. She doesn't respect the position that Steph Curry has. While we are so inept.
Like I said, just imagine if Steph Curry just went on all these podcasts and interviews outing his wife on how he needs attention from other people and stuff like that. It would just look weird and just bad for his brand and image. And like, what? You know how many people be getting on Curry like they getting on Aisha? Well, it'd be more people getting on Curry. Just I think because of the fact he's a dude, and I don't know, he has a bigger brand, and you know how it is. But y'all know what I'm trying to say, man. If Curry did this shit, it would look probably even worse. It's like LeBron out and out Savannah, bro. That's insane to think about. Like, yeah. Once again, blapping. Let's get back into the video.
By the fact that he's the greatest shooter of this generation, he's an excellent basketball player. She doesn't look at him in the same vein, and that's the issue. But he looks at her as if she's the best thing since white rice. And so now these rumors have continued to, kind of fester about, both of them, her willingness to stay in the marriage, speculating when the marriage is going to end because most people think it will end soon.
Yeah, it seems like this marriage is falling down the drain.
Had any confirmation of
or leaking down the drain, I should say.
Until
who is the biggest name girl you've ever fucked?
Oh, if I lied, do I get? Shit. Okay, this is where 6ix9ine ties into this. Oh man, let's see what he says. Let me rewind it a little bit. Wait, what did that say?
But nobody ever had any confirmation of infidelity happening. Until
who is the biggest name girl you've ever fucked?
If I lied, do I get sued for defamation?
Whoa!
Wow.
No.
Stop the cap.
No way. This gotta be cap, bro. No way. Wait, sleep. This has to be cap. What?
Ow. So Tekashi 6ix9ine goes to Neo's stream and Neo asks him, who is the biggest star that you've ever clapped cheeks with? And he says, well, am I gonna get sued?
I ain't even gonna cap, bro. Like, I don't know about today. Maybe today, but 6ix9ine used to be wild, bro. Like, I done heard some shit. I done seen some shit. Like, that nigga be nutting in anything. So, like, it's the fact. Damn. Yeah, bro. This gotta be AI some shit. What?
And, he then goes out to say it's Ayesha Curry. Now, I don't know if this is true.
It gotta be cap.
Be true.
But
here is what I know, and this is for sure, that Tekashi 6ix9ine, on almost every female that he has dealt with, has some level of receipts that he can prove to say that he did this. And he typically shows somebody like DG Academics. He typically shows, people in the industry, or he could be trolling. But let's say that he's not trolling, and this rumor gets out there, people believe it. Well, then why would they believe this sort of rumor? They would believe this sort of rumor because simply of how she behaves.
Man,
it's believable.
Nah, for real.
This is what I kind of want to tell to women out there, that you are in a relationship with a guy and you can be faithful to the guy. But if you're the person that has an attitude like Ayesha Curry,
like bro said, she was in Toronto alone. Not to say anything happened, but hey, man, like based off how she's been portraying herself online and stuff, and how she needs some sort of amount of attention. Like I wouldn't be surprised if 6ix9ine caught her eyes on a good day or some shit, man. Hey, it could happen. Anything's possible in the world. You could be broke one night and a millionaire the next. Hey, I ain't saying it's true, but hey, based off recent actions, you can't put it past people. But let's continue the video.
Past, and it's bad. It's terrible. And you're humiliating your man in the public. It is so easy for somebody to go out and say, you know what? You, as a lady, are exhibiting all these qualities. So yes, it's true. you are doing this to Steph. Now you can come out and get in front of it and say it's not true, but people would like to believe this because typically Tekashi 6ix9ine, from what I know, doesn't like really lie on himself. But you've put it out there by how you acted. And so now everybody can go and say, oh, she's cheating on her husband. And he can get mad about it, like, yo, my wife isn't cheating on me. Stop the show, although he wouldn't know. Woo! But if you didn't want people to even believe that, then why do you act the way you do? All that you had to do was act like a lady and be respectful to your husband and to not drag or dog him. And then if somebody were to say this, you slept with Steph Curry's wife, hey, we would easily be able to shoot that down. Like, what? Like, no. There's no way that she did that. He's lying. And let me tell you this. He wouldn't even try it either. Because people just wouldn't believe him. And he know it wouldn't be true. And let's say, for example, it was true. He'd have to show undeniable evidence. Now, in this case, we're most likely not going to get undeniable evidence. And he could get sued if it's false. But the reality is that she's been acting like this the whole entire time. And so people are going to have a right to go and run with this particular story, although I can't verify the validity of it. Now, if it is true, this is where it's going to be crazy. You see, people tend to like opposites.
This is insane.
What they already have. Let's look at
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy.
Fundamentally, it would prove something. That she wants the provider guy, who is Steph Curry. He's safe. He's an NBA All-Star. He's a man that's a Christian, all of this stuff. A man that checks all the boxes, pays the bills, but a man that you may not find exciting, a man that you feel is holding you back. He's giving you a good soft life, but obviously there's something that you could do in the streets. So you're missing that part of the streets. Okay? Now, if that woman goes out and gets a dude that's completely different from the man that you are, if she's having a sexual relationship with him, then it makes sense. It makes a whole lot of sense why she would mess with a guy like Tekashi 6ix9ine. Because Tekashi 6ix9ine is all about vibes. He's completely different than Steph. He probably is exciting to her. And yes, that's what she needed to, get her what wet and all of that stuff. Got him! And ultimately,
wow,
the rumor is out there. And again, it could be fake. But when you're Ayesha Curry and you've been making all of these problems for yourself and for your husband, then yeah, people are likely going to believe it. And the reason why they're going to believe it, it's your fault. Woo! So guys, what do you think you should play City Jackson back out again? Another celebrity drunk.
man.
Bro.
Oh, snap. Oops. Yeah, that's the end of that video, y'all. Y'all make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Catch y'all on the next one. Let go.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.